So say good night to the bad guy. Go on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you.
Welcome back, terrestrials, to the Quarantine Movie Reviews. In today's episode, we got something a little different. We're doing top 5 villains. Now, top 5 lists are kind of, they're interpretive. I'm kind of doing my top 5 favorite villains that I just love to watch. Jerry has an array of villains, however they rank to him. And this will be a continuing series, so expect more. If you didn't see a villain that you like, we'll get to him, I'm sure. So we're also going to be staying away for the time being superheroes and like TV, books, things like that. We're just doing strictly movies, right? Not anymore. So
I got a TV character.
Oh,
so
all right. Well,
TV.
Damn it! Then I should have done something better with my heroes. All right. Anyways, so here we go. Top 5 villains. Jerry, kick it off. What's your number 5?
My number 5 is Percy Wetmore from The Green Mile. Percy Wetmore is a worm, and I just have. When watching that movie, you grow to despise this character more and more. My uncle got me this job. He's a senator. Don't mess with me or you're going to be fired. And then he's just a dick. And yeah. So Percy Whitmore makes my number 5. Not close to the bottom, but he just sucks.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yes.
I'm just going to throw a super quick honorable mention before my number 5. Jerry Krause from the Chicago Bulls, the general manager. Guy was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Fucking hate him. If you haven't seen The Last Dance, check it out. You'll hate him too. Moving quickly into my number 5, I've got Detective Alonzo Harris is my number 5. He's a cop on the take. He's a dirty cop, but he's a badass cop, and he kind of just plays by his own set of rules, but not in a fun Axel Foley kind of way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's just, all around bad guy. But yeah, I'll take him as my number 5.
My number 4. My number 4 is Tony Perkins. Do you know who Tony Perkins is?
Is that the guy, the exercise guy?
No. That's Tony Perkins is the guy from Heavyweights. It's Ben Stiller from Heavyweights.
Oh, yeah. That's a good villain.
Yeah. He's an undercover dick. He all tries to be friends with the guys, and then, meanwhile, he's, trying to sell his fitness camp and stuff, undercover dicks are probably, one of the worst in a movie where they try to seem like your buddy, but they're just a fucking asshole. They're a fucking dick.
Yeah.
He's not even an asshole. He's just a dick. And yeah, he is a bad guy. He's a bad dude.
I used to weigh 500 pounds like you fatties, and now he's a great character too. Ben Stiller killed that one.
That's great. I see Ben Stiller the whole time, just he even has a similar character in Dodgeball, where it feels like that's just the returning of the character.
Yeah.
So
that might be exactly what he did after Heavyweights. He opened a gym.
Tony Perkins.
Sorry. So my number 4 is Hannibal Lecter. I love this villain because he's got a set of rules. You have to offend him for him to kill you and eat you. He doesn't do it out of aggression or anything out of the ordinary. He doesn't just randomly pick you. But he's also sophisticated. He's intelligent. He has class. Granted, he eats people. But nonetheless, I still love this character. He's still considered a villain. So
yeah.
He had to go on my list.
Yeah, aristocratic.
Yes, exactly.
Monster type of deal. So, my number 3 on the list is Ernie McCracken from Kingpin. Now, this is an asshole. He's an upfront asshole. There is no undercoverness. He is all about himself. He will do whatever it takes to He'll do whatever it takes for him to win, and if he doesn't win, he's just gonna be a shady motherfucker and eventually just be an asshole.
Yeah.
Just a straight asshole. Whereas my number 4 was a dick. This is an asshole. That's the difference. So
This asshole's right behind that dick.
yeah. So Ernie McCracken from Kick That.
My number 3 is he's a harmless villain in all reality, but he's still a villain, and that's Biff Tannen. Back to the Future series, he's relentlessly picking on the McFlys, just a jerk. He's kind of the jock without the jock jacket. That's the tone that he sets off as the bully jock, but he's not a jock. He's just some fucking guy.
Nah.
He's a dick in every single one of them. He is relentless in every single one of them. Again, he's pretty much harmless, but still makes my villains list. I do love to see him be a dick, so he made my list. So
Yeah. Nah, he's just a bully.
yeah.
All right, my number 2. All right, this is my TV person. My number 2 is Frank Burns from MASH, the television show. Frank Burns, that's another asshole. He is oh my God, I hate him so much. He is fake. That is the pure word of fake. He spouts the Bible, but yet doesn't follow it himself. He G.I. Joe's it, but he is a weasel. He's a coward. But yet he's, give him a gun and stuff, and he thinks he's a big man until he has to fire the gun, and then he's a wuss, you know. And I loathe him on the show and stuff, where he belittles people because of his rank. Because he's a major in the army, he talks down to everybody who's not more high official than him. And if anybody goes over his head, he tries to go over their head, And oh my God, it's just like, he pisses me off so bad for some of the things. It's funny, it's a comedy, and he still has that, class clown kind of, mentality, but he's just an asshole too. He's an asshole. He's a fake asshole. So you are on my list, Burns.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
For my number 2, I got to dance around this one delicately. Outside of being super racist and owning slaves, Leonardo DiCaprio's character in Django is fucking... He's a great villain.
Yeah.
He's ferocious. He's passionate about being a piece of shit. He's also intelligent, sophisticated. He's charismatic as shit.
Deplorable.
He's a horrible human being. But if he's so charismatic, you forget that he's horrible at certain points in the movie. So, I don't know if that's really just Leo's acting or the way the character was written, or a combination of both, but he definitely makes my list as one of my favorite villains to watch. I could watch a short movie about him. But yeah, he's also psychotic. But yeah, so that's my number 2.
Yeah, back to that character too. When we finally get our revenge angle in there, it is nothing better when the revenge does finally come.
Right,
and it's just like, yes!
Yeah, the payoff.
So the payoff, basically. He is such a loathsome creature that when our hero finally does, overcome that villain, it's like, yes!
Yep. So, what do you got for number 1?
You did a Tarantino, so I'm also going to do a Tarantino. Hans Landon from the Inglourious Bastards. This is a monster. He is a monster. There is no, like, charisma. You know, there is just something repelling about him. And everything he does in the movie it's like Jaws. He's like Jaws. It's like he's underwater and you don't know when he's going to pop up at any moment. But when he does, it's terrifying, you know, just of what he is. And he holds no bounds, true kind of deal. He has no conviction, and he's smart. And that's, I think, the most dangerous thing about him is his cleverness. And he just, if any person I would never want to meet in this world would be that character come to reality and have to sit there and talk, because I'd probably just like stare at the floor and just go, no, no.
Yeah, he's a lot like Hannibal,
Yeah.
with his intelligence, his sophistication, and his just overall like awareness of situations. Like,
Yeah.
he just knows things that most people wouldn't pick up on.
That actor would be a good Hannibal, except for he's bright. Like, that actor just has a very bright face.
Yeah.
But he would
Even
probably...
in Django, he was very like...
Yeah.
But again, it's still the same actor. I mean, it's-
Lubbock, Texas. That's all I know from him. Are you from Lubbock, Texas? But yeah, that's my number one. I have no honorable mentions because, like we said, this is going to be reoccurring. There will be another top 5. So.
All right, so my number one villain, I feel like if you've watched this show, you can pretty much guess this. It's going to be Bodhi from Point Break. P. Swayze's character. Again, charismatic. But he's also a badass. Skydiving, surfing, everything else that he does. So he's fearless. He's charismatic. He's also ruthless because he's out for one thing, and that's that wave. And he needs to rob banks to get it. And if somebody stands in his way, he's going to kill him.
Yeah.
He says he won't, but he will. And I think that that's another dangerous thing. You can't tell with him. He'll say, dude, I don't want to hurt her, like he did in Point Break. Dude, I don't want to hurt her. But at the same time, he will absolutely kill her. Like, he pushed it off. He's like, oh, I can't do it, man. That's why I got him to do it. Like, he'll kill her. And no, Bodhi would do it.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, he's my most favorite killer to, or not killer, but my most favorite villain to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's relatable.
Yeah.
So.
It is self-absorbed, where it's all about the self. He does everything to gain for him. But
he's also, like you mentioned with the Percy.
Yes.
He's like very one way to your face and then another way behind your back.
Yeah.
You know? He's like, oh yeah, man, peace, love, surfing. Well, let's go rob this bank.
Tony Perkins. Yeah, he's an undercover dick.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got charisma. He can make you forget and stuff. You know.
Yeah, you get lost in those dreamy eyes and you just like, yeah, let's go rob this bank in president's masks. That's the first top 5 villains list. Let us know if you agree, disagree, who you have on your list, who you would like to see on the next list. I think now I will be opening mine up to movies, comic books, whatever. I think we're going to still stay out of the realm of superheroes for now.
Let's try to stay out of like Marvel, DC world until later, and then we can just make that itself.
When we run out of real villains and heroes, then we'll move to...
Because it would not be fun for us to sit here and go, Batman,
Yeah.
Iron Man, Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Would not have been a fun list.
But there you have it. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you next week.